If you think women hide their desire, you're wrong. When a woman feels real, physical, burning attraction, her body stops obeying her. It betrays her. It exposes her. It reveals everything she wants, but would never dare say. And here's the part most men never learn. A woman doesn't show lust with words. She shows it with loss of control. It starts slow, barely noticeable, like a fuse being lit. Her breath changes first, deeper, softer, warmer. Her chest rises faster than she wants it to. Her voice drops lower, like her throat is trying to hide the tension building inside her. She's talking, but her body is already imagining, already anticipating, already opening. Yes, opening. Not physically, not obviously, but biologically. Her pupils widen, her lips soften, her thighs shift closer together, then apart again, because she suddenly can't find a comfortable position. Her skin becomes hypersensitive. A brush of air feels like a touch. She crosses her legs slowly, but not to be polite. It's because she felt something inside her pulse, and she's trying to settle the shock. She looks away, then snaps back to your eyes, unable to stop herself. Because your presence is hitting her body harder than she expected. Here's the secret no one tells men. When a woman feels real lust, she stops thinking about what is appropriate. Her body goes into reveal mode. Her neck tilts, exposing soft skin. Her hips angle toward you without her permission. Her fingers trace her collarbone, her lips, her thigh. Not for beauty, but because her nerves are overloaded with arousal she's trying to hide. She adjusts her top, not because it's slipping, but because her chest feels too warm, too tight, too responsive. She touches her hair because she doesn't know where else to put her hands. She laughs because her body tension needs a release. She bites her lip because her mouth is fighting the urge to say something she shouldn't. And the craziest part? She hates that you can see it, but she wants you to notice. She's caught in a crossfire between desire and denial, between wanting to stay in control and wanting to surrender to the moment. Her body leans closer, even when her mind says, slow down. Her knees angle toward yours, even when she's pretending to be casual. Her breathing syncs with your breathing without her awareness. Her voice gets softer, warmer, more inviting. If you think she's just being friendly, you're blind to the ancient animal language her body is screaming. Because when a woman truly desires you, her entire body becomes a signal, a pulse, a pull, a physical confession she cannot silence. And here is the single rule that unlocks everything. Women don't say, I want you. They show it involuntarily, uncontrollably, irresistibly with every inch of their body. If you can read those signals, you stop guessing and start knowing. There is one moment, one terrifyingly honest moment, when a woman can't hide what she feels anymore. It happens fast. It happens suddenly. And if you miss it, the entire window closes. This moment is the surge, the instant when attraction stops being psychological and becomes physical. Every woman has a point where her mind tries to stay composed, but her body begins betraying secrets she never intended to reveal. And here is the most explosive truth. She will test how close she can get to the fire without burning herself. You've seen this before, but you didn't recognize it. A woman who feels real, raw desire will do one thing above all. She breaks the safe distance. Not by accident, not as a friendly gesture, but because her body is fighting the urge to close the space completely. Watch how it happens. She leans in, closer than she needs to. Too close for friendly. Just close enough to feel your breath, but not touch you. That half-centimeter gap between you is where her self-control is dying. Her voice lowers because she doesn't want anyone else to hear what she's about to say. Her eyes become fixed on your mouth for a split second longer than she intended. Her shoulder brushes yours by mistake twice. But the real giveaway? The real undeniable proof she's losing control? Yes, she gives you a forbidden preview. Not a sexual act, not a physical move, something far more dangerous. She shows you how she would act if she weren't stopping herself. She'll say things with double meaning. She'll drop a sentence softer than the one before. She'll let her voice tremble on a single word, not out of fear, but out of tension. You'll catch her staring when she thinks you're not looking. Her breathing will synchronize with yours without her permission. Her lips will part slightly as she listens, a micro-reaction of anticipation she cannot stop. And here's the part men never understand. Women reveal desire through hesitation, not boldness. If she pauses before answering, if she inhales like she's steadying herself, if she shifts her weight like she's trying to get comfortable but can't, that's not nerves. That's chemistry she's trying to cage. Her legs cross slowly because she felt a shock of heat inside her body. Her fingers graze her own wrist, arm, or neck because she suddenly can't contain all that excess energy. Her throat tightens when she speaks your name. She's fighting herself, fighting the pull, fighting the instinct, fighting the urge to close that tiny distance and see what happens next. And the strangest, most dangerous truth, she wants you to notice her losing control. She wants you to feel how close she is to the edge. The question is simple. Do you see it, or are you still treating her signals like coincidence? Because when a woman enters this state, the rules change. The conversation is no longer about words. It's no longer about logic. It becomes a silent negotiation between your presence and her restraint.
There is a moment in every woman, a moment so real, so raw, so psychologically revealing that it exposes exactly how powerful her desire is. Not through touch, not through posture, not through flirting, but through a flash of emotional contradiction her brain cannot hide. This moment is called the desire-discomfort collision. It's the instant when a woman feels two opposite impulses at once. I want him closer. I should slow down. These two forces collide inside her mind, and her body leaks the truth before she can stop it. Here's how it works psychologically. When a woman feels a strong physical pull toward a man, her limbic system, the primal emotional center, activates. But her prefrontal cortex, the rational part, tries to maintain control. That split-second war between instinct and logic creates a very specific behavior pattern. She gives you an intimate signal, followed immediately by a distancing reaction. This is the clearest marker of genuine lust. Not friendliness, not comfort, not polite attraction. Real, involuntary, biological desire. Watch how it shows up. She steps closer to you in the conversation, then suddenly tucks her hair behind her ear and looks away, as if she caught herself doing something she didn't intend. She holds eye contact a fraction too long, then glances down, breaks, and inhales, trying to steady herself. She laughs and touches your arm, then crosses her legs or shifts slightly, like she's trying to reset her own reaction. She asks a personal question, then immediately changes the subject, trying not to reveal how deeply invested she actually is. Most men completely miss this dynamic shift. They think, did I say something wrong? Why did she turn cold for a second? Why did she pull back? But you didn't do anything wrong. She pulled back because her mind is trying to protect her from how strongly her body responded to you. What you're seeing is emotional overload. It's not rejection, it's restraint. Women only do this with men who provoke something deeper than surface-level attraction. This is why a woman who is only mildly interested stays smooth, steady, controlled. But a woman who is truly affected by you becomes inconsistent in the most revealing way. She is warm, then guarded, open, then reserved, confident, then nervous. It's not moodiness, it's not confusion. It's the psychological struggle between desire and self-protection. And here's the most important part. The stronger the internal conflict, the stronger the attraction behind it. If she didn't feel anything, there would be no conflict at all. That moment of pull-push is the purest evidence of desire, more honest than body language, more honest than flirting, more honest than words. It's her mind trying to hold her body back, and it means she feels something she doesn't quite know how to handle.
Here's something I wish another man had told me years ago. A woman's most revealing signals are never the loud ones. It's not the flirting, not the jokes, not the playful touches. Those are easy to read. Everyone sees them. The real truth lies in the moments she tries to hide, the flashes of vulnerability, the contradictions, the hesitation she can't explain. And once you start noticing them, you understand something. Women don't fear desire. They fear losing control because of who triggered it. That's the part no one prepares you for. Because when a woman feels something real for you, something she can't rationalize or predict, her entire behavior shifts in ways so small, most men stay blind their whole lives. And here's the part I've learned, painfully, slowly, and through experience. If you don't understand her signals, she assumes you're not the man she thought you were. Women don't announce attraction. They reveal it in codes, contradictions, micro-reactions, emotional stumbles. And once you start noticing them, she won't repeat them. Not because she's cruel, but because she's protecting herself. A woman will only give you one chance to recognize her pull before she shuts it down. I learned this watching it happen in real time. A woman leaning closer than she needed to, her breath catching mid-sentence, her voice turning soft when she said my name, and then suddenly, a wall. Not because I did something wrong, but because I hesitated. I doubted what I saw. I didn't react as the man she hoped was paying attention. And that's when I realized the truth. Women speak two languages, the one you hear and the one you're supposed to feel. When she breaks eye contact too quickly, when she goes quiet for 2 seconds longer than normal, when her body opens, then closes, then opens again, that's not mixed signals. That's her desire trying to escape the cage she built around it. Most men react to her words. Few react to her truth. And the rarest kind of man, the one she remembers, is the one who can see the tension beneath the surface and stay calm, grounded, unmoved, present. Because once you learn to read a woman's unspoken language, everything changes. You stop chasing. You stop overthinking. You stop begging for clarity. You finally understand that her desire isn't something she tells you. It's something she cannot hide, no matter how hard she tries. And here is the final truth every man needs to hear. A woman's body language becomes pure, honest, and uncontrollable only around a man who makes her feel safe enough to lose control. Not a nice guy, not a player. A man whose presence is strong enough to hold her contradictions without collapsing into them. A man who doesn't panic when she pulls back, who doesn't get excited when she leans in, who stays steady in the middle of her emotional conflict. That's the man she desires. That's the man she opens up to. That's the man she can't forget.
Let me tell you the part most men never learn. The part that separates the forgettable from the unforgettable. When a woman shows you those deep primal signals, when her voice softens, when her eyes linger, when her body language betrays her desire, most men freeze. They question it, they rush it, or they ruin it. But the man she actually wants, the man she will feel, the man she will choose, the man she will remember, is the one who does something completely different. He slows everything down. A woman's desire grows when she feels safe, not when she feels rushed. When she senses your confidence, not your hunger. When she feels your presence, not your pressure. The man who understands this becomes magnetic because he moves as if he already knows she wants him. He doesn't need to prove it. He doesn't ask, "Do you like me?" He notices. He doesn't chase her signals. He receives them. He doesn't panic when she gets shy or pulls back. He stays grounded because he knows desire isn't a straight line. It's a wave. And men who drown in that wave are the ones who think every moment is a green light. But the man she chooses, he reads the moment and then he leads it. He leans in only when she's already leaning emotionally. He touches only when she's already opened the door with her cues. He speaks in a lower tone, slower pace, softer rhythm, calming her nervous system, not exciting it into chaos. He becomes the anchor she didn't know she needed. Because here's the truth most men don't want to hear. A woman gives her most intimate, most lustful signals only when she feels the man can handle the version of her she hides from everyone else. Her desire is not the reward. Her desire is the test. Does he stay calm? Does he stay confident? Does he stay present? That's what turns her on more than anything she does with her body. And here is the final, brutal, beautiful truth. A man doesn't get her body language. He earns it. He earns it by not rushing. He earns it by not doubting himself. He earns it by making her feel safe enough to surrender her control. He earns it by standing firm in his energy even when she is trembling in hers. When a woman feels that, she follows his lead naturally. She opens without fear. She drops every mask. She lets the desire take her instead of fighting it.
Because at the end of everything we've talked about, the signals, the cues, the unconscious messages, there is one final truth. A woman's lust is not revealed to the man she wants. It's revealed to the man she trusts. And when she trusts you with the part of herself she hides from everyone else, that's when you stop reading her signals and start writing the story together.